Hey everyone, great to see you here on the How to English podcast channel.
Hello.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive, where we take a complicated or crucial topic, dig into the sources, and just give you the essential knowledge you need.
Fast and thoroughly.
Exactly.
That's right. And today we're opening up a topic that is, it's just foundational to life in any English-speaking country.
Mm-hmm.
The grocery store transaction.
It sounds so simple.
It does. It seems simple, but the language used right there,
Mm.
the checkout counter.
Yeah.
It's a unique form of English. It's this, crucial high-speed conversation.
Right, and it basically determines whether you walk out with your groceries or you just end up confused.
And frustrated. Absolutely.
So our mission today is it's laser-focused and extremely practical. We're defining the purpose of this deep dive right now to quickly and thoroughly equip you with the specific practical English vocabulary and the phrases you need.
Not just for the shopping part.
No, not for buying the groceries, but for successfully navigating and completing that final crucial transaction with the cashier.
And once you master that rhythm, the predictable rhythm of the checkout line, that high-pressure, few seconds exchange,
Yeah,
so many other daily interactions just become significantly easier.
I believe it.
This is where real-world confidence is really forged. It's all about recognizing the pattern.
Because you might know the English name for every single fruit and vegetable in your cart,
Sure.
but if you can't handle the transactional demands, the questions about payment, loyalty cards, bag choices, discounts,
Then the whole shopping trip just stalls. Right there at the finish line.
at the very final step, yeah.
And that's why our deep dive today centers on a core scenario. We've designed this packed dialogue that captures the full spectrum of a common American grocery checkout experience.
Okay.
It covers paying, loyalty programs, line violations,
Oh, I'm intrigued by that one.
discount frustrations,
Yeah.
and a very specific financial request.
Okay, so we're going to perform this short exchange for you now, and we're going to do it slowly and clearly. It's designed so that you, the learner, can catch every single word and just recognize the rhythm of the exchange.
Listen closely.
Yeah, notice how the customer tries to kind of negotiate the rules and how the cashier manages the whole process.
Okay, so let's set the scene. You've just finished shopping, you have a cart full of delicious items, but you're in a rush.
Always in a rush.
And you decide to try the fast lane, even though you sort of suspect you might have a couple of extra items. You're a little bit over the limit.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's do the exchange, slowly and clearly.
Excuse me, sir. This is the express checkout lane for people that have 15 items or fewer. I count 16 items in your basket.
Oh, come on. I have just 16 items. Could you please cut me some slack, will you?
Fine, just this once. Please place your items on the belt and push your shopping cart out of the way. Do you prefer paper or plastic for your bags?
Plastic, please? I also have a couple of coupons here for the cereal.
Let me scan those. Sir, these coupons expired yesterday. I cannot accept them.
Seriously? Darn. Oh, well, I guess it's just not my day. Thanks. Anyway.
Do you have a club card, or will it be cash?
Yes, I do have a club card. Here you go.
Thank you. Will this be debit or credit?
Debit, please. Also, I would like to get cash back. $50 would be great.
Yes, certainly. Your total is $78.30. Here is your receipt. Have a nice day.
Wow. That was a powerful minute of dialogue.
Even at that slow pace.
Even at that pace, the customer went through a line violation, asked for a social favor,
Fader, yeah.
had their discount refused, and then made a pretty complex financial request, all in, a few seconds in real life?
Oh, it truly is a realistic snapshot.
Mm-hmm.
And it just shows why we need to unpack it.
Mm,
In real life, that whole exchange happens in about 20 seconds, maybe less.
right.
And if you don't know those high-value phrases, you lose control immediately.
Yeah.
We saw the customer using an idiom, dealing with an expired document, and navigating the whole cashback system.
Okay, let's unpack this. So, before we even get into the pure vocabulary, let's just analyze that line negotiation. The cashier stated the rule, 15 items maximum. The customer had 16.
Just one over.
And the customer used that phrase, cut me some slack.
Mm-hmm.
And the cashier accepted the negotiation. She said, fine, just this once.
And that phrase, just this once, that is a classic transactional phrase.
Okay.
It signals that the rule is being broken, but the cashier is making a personal exception.
I see.
And they often do it just to keep the line moving or, to avoid conflict.
Right.
But it puts the customer under a sort of social obligation. They feel like they've been given a favor.
So the negotiation itself is key here. It shows that in American retail, while the rules are posted,
Yeah.
there is this small human space for negotiation.
For minor things, yes.
Especially for minor infractions, like being one item over.
Oh.
But you absolutely need the right language to unlock that space.
Precisely. So now, let's take a deep dive into the specific words and their meanings. We'll define them clearly, give you multiple examples so you can really understand the depth of their use.
All right, this is our language takeaway section, and we're focusing on 6 foundational terms.
Our first key term defines the location itself, the checkout lane.
The checkout lane.
The checkout lane is the area in a large store where you wait in a specific line to pay for your purchases.
So it's the final step.
It's at the final step of your journey. It includes the physical line itself, the counter, and of course the cashier.
And in the American system, especially in these, huge supermarkets, you'll see multiple checkout lanes.
Oh yeah, rows of them.
They're usually numbered.
Right.
And you choose one based on, I guess, 2 factors: how long the line is and what kind of items you have.
Exactly. And this brings us to the crucial variant that we heard in the dialogue, the express checkout lane.
Express checkout lane.
The express checkout lane is always reserved for people who have a small number of items. As we heard, the limit is commonly 15 items or fewer.
And that word express just means quick or fast, right?
Exactly. Think of an express train that, skips all the local stops. This lane is designed to move quickly for people with just a few things.
And this distinction is, it's pretty non-negotiable.
It really is.
If you see a sign that says 15 items or fewer, and you have 17 items, well, you are technically required to move to a standard lane.
And trying to break that rule, like our customer did, requires that social negotiation.
Right. You have to ask the cashier to cut you some slack.
The whole store manages its traffic flow this way. If people with full carts try to use the express lane, the entire system just jams up.
It's a structure designed for efficiency.
So just be aware, the express checkout lane is fast, but it demands compliance with that item limit.
Okay. Next up, once you're in the correct lane, you have to place your items down for the cashier to scan. They go on to
The belt.
the belt.
Right. When we talk about shopping, the belt refers to that mechanized moving surface at the checkout counter.
A conveyor belt.
It's a conveyor belt. Its job is really simple: to transport your items from where you place them to the cashier who scans them.
And this is a crucial distinction from the other meaning of the word belt,
Yes.
the one you wear around your waist. If the cashier says, please put your eggs on the belt, they do not mean your waist.
No. They mean the moving black rubber surface.
Right.
Now, in older, maybe small stores, they might not have a moving belt. They might just have a flat counter.
True.
But in any modern supermarket, it's a moving mechanism. And knowing the term is essential because the cashier will use this word to instruct you to manage the flow of items.
Speaking of items, let's talk about saving money. That brings us to coupons.
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 A coupon is, well, it's a piece of paper or, increasingly a digital code on your phone. That provides a customer with a specific discount or promotion on goods. They're designed by manufacturers or the store itself to encourage you to buy a specific product.
So they act as a price reduction. You might have a coupon that says, save 50 cents on this box of breakfast cereal, or maybe get 10% off if you buy 2 boxes of pasta.
And you hand that piece of paper to the cashier, they scan it, and the price on the screen immediately drops.
It's like magic.
It is. And what's interesting is the variation. While the traditional image is that piece of paper you clip from the Sunday newspaper,
Yeah.
today, most coupons are digital. You access them through a store's app or by linking your club card to specific discounts online. But the purpose is exactly the same.
A mechanism for conditional savings.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in our dialogue, the customer's coupons were rejected. They were rejected because they had expired.
To expire,
To
expired.
expired.
This is such a vital concept for daily life. To expire means to cease to be valid or usable because its designated time or date has passed.
Right. The coupon had a shelf life, a window of usability.
And that window closed yesterday.
Which means it's too old for its intended use. Let's look at 3 detailed examples. I think this will really help you grasp the comprehensive application of this word, far beyond just shopping.
Good idea. So, example 1. Financial instruments. You heard the credit card example earlier. You have to check the date on the front of your card. If you try to pay and the cashier says this card expired last month, it means the card issuer has canceled its validity.
So the plastic is still there.
The plastic is there, but the right to use it is gone.
Got it. Okay, example 2. Official documents. This is high stakes.
Very.
Your driver's license or your passport has a date on it. If you use the verb in the future tense, like, my visa expires next week,
You're giving a warning.
you're warning that your legal right to stay or to drive will soon cease. You have to take action to renew it before the date of expiration.
And example 3, perishable goods. This is probably the most common use. The milk. You open a carton of milk and it smells bad. You check the date. Ugh, the milk expired 2 days ago. This means it's no longer safe or valid for consumption. The concept holds across all 3 scenarios.
The date is a hard stop for validity.
A hard stop.
So when the customer's coupons expired, they were instantly useless. And no amount of negotiation, no pleading to cut me some slack would change that digital system.
Nope. Let's move to the next term, which is often linked to digital coupons. The club card.
Club card.
Club card.
This is a very common tool in large American retail chains. It's a special loyalty card. Often it's small enough to fit on your keychain.
Or it's just a phone number you enter at the checkout. It signifies that you're a member of that specific supermarket's program.
Okay, and what's the purpose?
The fundamental purpose of the club card is twofold. First, it offers you special, lower, member-only prices on hundreds of items that non-members just can't get.
And second.
Second, it allows the store to track your buying habits, which is incredibly valuable information for them.
It's an incentive system. The store says, be loyal to us and we will give you better prices.
Pretty much.
You present your club card, and suddenly the price of the cookies drops from, say, $4.99 to the member price of $2.99.
Sometimes it also accumulates points or credit, but the primary function is that immediate discount access.
So for a learner, just recognizing the cashier's question, do you have a club card, is key.
It is. You need to be ready to present the physical card, or more commonly now, just type in the phone number you registered with.
Finally, we arrive at that unique and potentially confusing transactional request.
Cashback.
Cashback.
This concept is incredibly convenient, but it does need careful explanation. It's the practice of charging more than the total cost of your groceries to your debit card.
And it has to be a debit card, right? Not credit.
Must be a debit card, not credit. And then you receive the difference in physical cash from the cashier.
Okay, let's use the scenario we heard. The groceries cost, what was it, $28.30. The customer says, I want cash back, $50. So the cashier charges the card a total of $78.30.
Exactly. And then the cashier opens the cash register and physically hands the customer $50.
It's like a mini withdrawal.
That's a perfect way to put it. It is a mini withdrawal.
And it's relevant because it saves you a trip to an ATM, an automated teller machine.
And it often helps you avoid the fees that an ATM might charge if you use a bank that isn't yours.
It's a service offered for convenience. It's kind of blurring the lines between a store and a limited banking facility.
It is. But it's important to know there are usually limits on this. In most stores, you can't ask for, say, $500 cash back.
Right.
The limit is often $20, $40, or $50, making it useful only for smaller daily cash needs.
We just completed a really extensive analysis of 6 crucial high-stakes vocabulary terms.
We did.
The checkout lane and its express variant, the belt, coupons, the concept of expired, the loyalty program of the club card, and the financial function of cashback.
These 6 words really are the pillars of the grocery transaction. And we've discussed not just what they mean, but how they function in the American shopping context.
So now we want to hear from you. We defined these words and gave you multiple layers of insight. Tell us in a comment below. Which of these 6 concepts was the most helpful or maybe surprising for you to learn today?
Was it the unexpected financial function of cash back? Or maybe the strict difference between an item that is simply old and one that has truly expired?
Yeah, let us know in the comments.
So understanding the vocabulary is the foundation.
The first step.
Now we transition to mastering the phrases, the social and conversational language that makes you sound natural.
Right, the language that lets you express your frustration, ask for help, or just answer automatically without thinking.
Exactly. We are moving into our Fluency Builder section, focusing on idioms and common conversational structures that connect the dots.
Excellent.
Our first fluency phrase is the one the customer used to try and break the rules. It's highly informal, but incredibly common. Cut me some slack.
Cut me some slack.
Cut me some slack. This is an informal phrase. It means don't be so strict, or be more forgiving, or relax the rules a little bit, please.
And it's always a plea for leniency, right? After a minor mistake or infraction has been noticed.
Always. In the store, the customer was making a direct request. I know the sign says 15 items. I know I have 16. I am asking you, the human being, to ignore the rule for me this one time.
Please cut me some slack.
And what's fascinating is the subtext. When you ask someone to cut you some slack, you are implicitly acknowledging that they are in a position of power and that you are making a minor breach of the rules. You're appealing to their mercy.
And as we mentioned earlier, the origin is really literal, isn't it, from mountain climbing?
It is. When you're tied to a rope on a mountain, if you ask for slack, you're literally asking the person holding the rope to give you a little more loose rope.
More freedom.
More freedom, less restriction.
This phrase seems invaluable, but you have to know the social risk. You can use it with friends, family.
Or in casual service environments like the grocery store.
But I have to ask, if I use this in a very formal setting, like if I was late to a high-powered business meeting with my boss, would I say, sorry, I'm late, cut me some slack?
That's a fantastic question, and it really highlights the nuance here. No, in a formal or professional setting, using cut me some slack might sound unprofessional.
Disrespectful, even.
Or even disrespectful, yeah. It's just too casual. In that setting, you would say something like, please accept my apologies for my tardiness, or I hope you can forgive my delay.
So it's a tool for minor forgivable errors in low-stakes situations.
Exactly.
Like being slightly late or having one too many bananas in the express lane. If the consequences are serious, the language needs to be formal.
Precisely. Let's look at how you might use it in just everyday, casual conversations.
Okay, example 1. You're running late, but only slightly. Cut me some slack, I'm only 5 minutes late, and the traffic was terrible.
You're presenting an excuse and asking for forgiveness.
Right. Example 2. You're talking about someone else who is facing some difficulty. She has been working 60 hours a week for a month. Her report is a day late, but I think we should cut her some slack.
So you're advising someone else to be forgiving.
And example 3. You've had a busy week and you forgot to do a minor chore. I forgot to take the garbage out, but I've been sick all day. Cut me some slack this time.
It's a universal plea for grace.
It is.
Okay, the next key phrase is much less emotional, but it's essential for sounding native. Do you prefer paper or plastic?
Do you prefer paper or plastic?
Do you prefer paper or plastic? This question it's a staple. It's the standard, almost reflexive question cashiers ask everywhere about the packaging material for your groceries.
And in America, there's a whole cultural tension around this question.
There is.
Historically, all the stores offered both. Paper bags, they stand up well, they're biodegradable, but they tear easily when they get wet.
Right. And plastic bags are very sturdy, waterproof, but they're a major source of pollution.
This cultural debate has led to some interesting shifts. In many cities and states now, you actually get charged a fee if you ask for a plastic bag.
Mm-hmm. Maybe 5 cents or 10 cents per bag, just to discourage their use.
Yeah.
The question remains the same, but your decision is now often a financial one.
But the answer is simple. When you hear the phrase, do you prefer paper or plastic? You just have to answer immediately with either paper please or plastic please.
Or, increasingly, neither. I brought my own reusable bag.
Right. Recognizing that phrase instantly is a massive fluency builder.
Our final fluency phrase is one of self-reflection for when things just go wrong. It's just not my day.
It's just not my day.
It's just not my day. This phrase is an expression you use when you feel like you're experiencing just a continuous string of minor setbacks.
Yeah.
Or frustration or bad luck over the course of a single day.
It's a way of summarizing a run of unfortunate events, like getting stuck in the wrong line, having your coupons expired, or realizing you left your club card at home.
You're signaling to the world that today is a struggle.
And it acts as a kind of polite social shield. If you fumble your wallet or drop your milk saying, it's just not my day, it explains the failure without you needing to give a deep explanation of your personal life.
Exactly.
Let's illustrate this common usage with a few varied examples.
Okay, example 1. A series of misfortunes. First, I missed my bus, then I got soaked in the rain, and now my phone battery is dead. Ugh, it's just not my day.
Example 2. Feeling overwhelmed and ineffective. I spent 4 hours trying to fix the computer and it still doesn't work. I'm giving up. It's just not my day for technology.
And example 3. When something really small causes disproportionate anger. The vending machine ate my dollar and I really wanted that soda. Honestly, it's just not my day.
It turns a small, annoying event into this comprehensive summary of your entire mood.
It does.
You know, we have dissected essential vocabulary like cashback and crucial social tools like knowing when to say, cut me some slack. We're providing you with the framework to operate confidently in any English-speaking retail environment.
We're really breaking down the language and the culture behind it, so you are never caught off guard.
So if you're finding this deep dive useful, and we really appreciate you spending this time on focused language acquisition with us, please just take a moment right now.
It really helps.
It really does. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. We rely on your support, and it ensures we can keep creating these detailed, focused lessons just for you.
Absolutely. Now that we've mastered the core transactional language, we need to connect that language to the environment.
The context.
Understanding the cultural context, the specific norms and expectations of grocery stores in the United States will help you interpret the behavior of the cashier and other customers correctly.
Okay, let's discuss two major cultural observations about American supermarkets that directly inform the language we just learned. The first one is about the people who serve you,
Right.
the student cashier phenomenon.
This is a deep cultural marker in the United States. Cashiering and related grocery store roles are one of the most popular, accessible, and often first part-time jobs for young people.
Right, for spending money.
It provides vital work experience and spending money for high schoolers, working after school, and for college students working during holidays or the summer break.
And the significance here is it's twofold. First, they're often new to the job, which means they are highly likely to follow the posted rules like the 15-item limit in the express lane very, very strictly.
They don't have the professional confidence or seniority to make a judgment call on a 16th item, not unless you ask them very politely to cut you some slack.
And second,
The source material highlights this interesting sociological division in these part-time roles, and it's often tied to traditional gender roles in early employment.
okay, what do you mean?
The cashiers themselves, the ones sitting at the register, dealing directly with customers, handling the money and saying, do you prefer paper or plastic, are usually young women, high school girls.
This is seen as the front-of-house, customer-facing role. It requires communication skills.
Exactly. And conversely, the high school boys often work in the back. Their job roles involve the more physical labor, the things necessary to keep the store stocked and operating.
Specifically, they're often responsible for stocking the shelves.
To stock, let's define that. To stock means to replenish the goods. To physically move the cans, boxes, and products from the storage area and place them neatly on the shelves so customers can reach them.
So if you see a young man replacing all the cans of beans, he is stocking the shelf.
And it's hard, repetitive work.
Or they might be working in the warehouse.
Right. A warehouse is a massive, often cold and isolated storage building where all the bulk goods are kept before being moved to the main store floor.
So these roles are less about customer interaction and more about lifting and organizing heavy inventory.
Exactly. So when you approach a young cashier, understanding that they might be a student working their first job, it really affects how you negotiate.
You should treat them with respect.
And understand that their adherence to rules is often a requirement from their supervisor.
The second major cultural phenomenon that directly impacts our dialogue, specifically the part about the expired coupons, is the deep-seated popularity of coupons.
Oh, this is a big one. In many cultures, savings tools might be reserved for large, expensive purchases.
For a car or a TV.
Right. In the U.S., the pursuit of small savings through coupons it's an institution. It often crosses class and income lines. It's popular, almost a competitive hobby for some shoppers.
And the ritual surrounding coupons often begins on Sunday morning.
The Sunday newspaper. It's traditionally thick because it contains dozens of large inserts dedicated exclusively to coupons.
Discounts for packaged foods, cleaning products, all that stuff.
Right. And the initial savings seems, well, negligible. The source notes that individual coupons might only save a tiny amount, like 2 cents or 25 cents.
So I have to ask,
Yeah.
Why bother? Isn't clipping and sorting dozens of papers for such small savings just a waste of time?
It's a valid question. Why invest that time for such a tiny immediate return?
Yeah.
And the answer lies in psychology and scale. Firstly, when you meticulously clip and collect dozens of coupons, when you put all of those small savings together for every single item in your cart,
Okay.
you can end up saving a substantial amount of money, sometimes 20 or even 30% off your total bill. The total saving is the reward.
And secondly, there's a psychological element. It's often called anchoring.
Mm-hmm.
The store anchors your perception of the price to the discount. When you save 25 cents, you feel like you won, even if the base price was inflated.
So the ritual of saving itself becomes addictive, the thrill of the hunt for a good deal.
Which leads directly to the most important behavioral impact of coupons.
Which is?
They often influence what people buy. People may purchase a specific brand of cereal not because they prefer it, but because they have a coupon for it.
The discount changes their purchasing decision. It makes the full price item they originally wanted seem less attractive.
So coupons aren't just about saving money. They are a behavioral control mechanism used by manufacturers to drive sales for specific products.
And that is why the customer was so disappointed when his coupons expired. He lost his winning strategy for the day.
Exactly.
You know, we've discussed the cultural structure of American retail, highlighting the student cashier phenomenon and the specific division of part-time jobs.
Girls as cashiers and boys in more physical roles like stocking the shelves in the warehouse.
And this division of labor is a fascinating snapshot of youth employment in the U.S.
And it informs how they interact with you at the register.
So we want to hear from you again. Write a comment and tell us. We discussed this part-time job split in America. What is the most common and typical first part-time job for students in your own country?
Is it similar to the cashier stalker split we see here, or is it entirely different? Let us know in the comments section below.
We'd love to read those.
This has been a deeply insightful look at what most people think is just a simple interaction. You now possess the powerful, high-frequency language necessary for your next grocery transaction.
You know the strict rules of the express checkout lane? How to ask the cashier to cut you some slack if you make a forgivable mistake.
And the proper response to, do you prefer paper or plastic?
You understand why your coupons might have expired, the transactional value of the club card, and the immediate utility of asking for cash back.
You're fully equipped to navigate that high-speed counter.
And critically, you understand the cultural forces at play, from the young workforce operating the register to the psychological pull of coupon savings that's driving purchasing decisions.
If this deep dive has given you concrete knowledge and the confidence to walk up to that register and handle any question the cashier throws at you,
And we hope it has.
please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel before you go. Your support really does make these detailed deep dives possible.
Before we sign off, let's return to that powerful concept we defined, cash back.
Okay.
We established that this is a system where the retailer essentially acts as an ATM, allowing you to withdraw small amounts of cash during a grocery purchase.
And it is completely integrated and trusted.
Exactly. This widely accepted cultural practice allows people to bypass formal financial institutions, the traditional banks, and their independent ATMs, entirely for small, immediate cash needs.
So what does this massive cultural reliance imply?
That's the question. What does it imply about the level of trust and expected convenience that people place in their local retailer compared to formal financial institutions?
Wow. It suggests that for daily financial needs, the local supermarket has become a more accessible, convenient, and trusted entity than the traditional bank.
Which often requires travel, or waiting in line, or high fees for withdrawal.
It represents a subtle but powerful redefinition of community financial trust, right there at the checkout counter.
It's a fascinating insight. You might think you're just buying milk, but you're also participating in a financial system that prioritizes convenience and speed above all else.
Until next time,
Have a nice day.
have a nice day.